So it's Christmas again, and I'm going to review the bloodiest game in the world, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's got an old red cover and it really sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the rest of the boring white Wii covers. Now I got tons of requests to review this game, that it's not even funny. I'm serious, and I want the series to be serious, with no laughing or anything like that.
Super Mario Brothers Wii!
Oh come on, it wasn't that funny. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is the latest installment of the side-scrolling Mario series, starting with Super Mario Bros. 1, which was an awesome game. Then there was Super Mario Bros. 2, only Japan, because it was too hard and too similar to the first. So they released another Super Mario Bros. 2 in the rest of the world. Then there was Super Mario Bros. 3, which I find to be way overrated, but still good. And in Super Nintendo, we got Super Mario World, which is the supposed sequel. Now, where's the sequel to this game? Well, there was going to be a sequel on CDI called Super Mario's Wacky Worlds, but the game got cancelled, and instead they released Hotel Mario, which was supposed to be the true sequel to Super Mario World. But there was another game called Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. But Mario is the baby in this game, so how can it be a sequel? Of all these supposed sequels, to me, there's only one true sequel to Super Mario World, and I would say that game is New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. The game was incredibly fun, and now I'm glad to see New Super Mario Bros. On Wii. The gimmick this time around is co-op. Now, Super Mario 64 DS was supposed to be called Super Mario 64 X4 and be 4-player co-op compatible, but they dropped it and made it a versus mode instead. With New Super Mario Bros., they also planned on making it 2-player co-op compatible, but dropped it and made it versus mode instead. But now we've finally got a true co-op Mario game that plays up to 4 players, which is a nice feature. But you're never gonna wanna play any more than 2 players. Let me show you. Early in the game, the level design is very basic, and can actually be helpful with more players to get rid of the enemies and stuff. But when you get to the later stages, the level design gets incredibly complex, and it gets very easy to jump on each other's head and knock each other's off the platforms into a pit. Another annoying thing about the multiplayer is that whenever someone dies, gets hurt, or just gets a power-up, the game pauses for a split second, which is really annoying because it screws up my jumps and makes me die too. And the more players you have, the worse it will get. But there are also many good things about the co-op. Like, if one of you die, you will appear in a bubble and another player has to pop it. So that means you can't get game over unless everyone dies at the same time. It's also possible to enter a bubble on purpose if you're a coward. You can even pick your teammates up. That's kinda funny.
Wee-hee!
The level design for this game is actually really good. There are a lot of new enemies and obstacles, but the themes for this game are very disappointing because they turn out to be just the same as New Super Mario Bros. Grass, desert, snow, beach, forest, mountain, sky, and lava. They weren't able to come up with a single new theme. I mean, think about it. They could travel to the Easter Island, China, Robot Land, even Shitland. I don't care. Just send them somewhere they haven't been. Heaven? Why not go to hell? But no, they have to use the same old themes over and over again. But even though the themes are complete SOS, the graphics for this game are incredible. The picture quality is great, and the 3D models are very colorful, shiny, and not jaggy at all. It kinda looks like Super Mario Galaxy, while the DS game looked more like Super Mario 64 DS. Now, let's talk about power-ups, because what I like in Mario games is to have something to throw at the enemies. In the first Super Mario Bros., you only had a fire flower, and that was honestly enough. In Super Mario Bros. 2, you threw enemies at the enemies, but in Super Mario Bros. 3, the standard power-up was just a tail to whip with, and the flower was too rare to find. In Super Mario World, you had a cape to whip with, which was a lot better than the tail, and the flower in that game wasn't fully as rare, but still a little too rare. In Super Mario Land, you had a weird bouncy fireball that was a little awkward to use, but it was okay. It wasn't until New Super Mario Bros. That the standard power-up finally was a regular fireball again. And in this game, I would say there are 3 standard power-ups. The regular fireball, the new snowball that can freeze the enemies and pick up the cubes and toss them at other players like in Super Mario Bros. 2, and a propeller suit that makes you able to fly. What else I like about this game is that the Koopa Kids have finally returned. but you don't see Bowser before the very end of the game. After you beat the game, you can also unlock bonus stages by collecting all the big coins in the world, and you can also spend each coin on these guide videos. So there are many reasons to come back to this game and play some more. Just like earlier Mario games, it's hard to get bored of it. Overall, New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a really fun game.